Pistons come into town for this one. It's the NBA, and it's live right here on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Brent Barry and Greg Anthony. We've got David Aldridge reporting from the sideline. So for the Pistons in this matchup, they got to be feeling pretty good as they won that last outing against the Knicks.
And the last time they faced this club, rebounding was their big advantage.
Now here is Hardaway. Five to shoot with the fadeaway. Here's Drummond. Outside for Griffin. Dedmon trying to break free. And that one's good. Griffin's got the scoreboard going with his first points of the night for Detroit. Pass to Knox. Connects from three-point range. And tonight, two teams, Brent, that use rebounding to try to control the pace of the game. Talk about the importance of boxing out in this one.
Well, one of the things that most coaches say is our defensive possession does not end until we get a rebound. So to have great rebounding like we have here tonight, that means you can ignite the fast break, you can control the possessions by one and done and not give the opportunity for a team to have a second breath at any point tonight.
Some guys consider rebounding as important as anything they do.
Well, I think it's even tougher now, Kevin, with the long balls being shot from the three-point line.
Exactly.
Lots more talk about moon rebounding and making sure the guards make contact, and then they float in and scoop those things up.
Now here's Jackson. He's certainly been a consistent piece of their offense, averaging about 14.5 points a game. Pass to Hardaway. Now Drummond. Nice ball movement by Detroit. Outside for Griffin. And finished off by Griffin.
Wow, what a moment right there. Griffin putting on a show. He is just an awesome dunker.
Over to the left wing. Now Dedmon. And that one, good. Dedmon's got his first points of the night.
And where's the help? Obviously a missed rotation, something they're going to want to patch up.
Well, you have to be able to trust each other on the defensive end of the floor. Otherwise, the whole thing is just going to crumble.
Now here is Hardaway. He's been a reliable scorer for him as he's averaging up over 13 points a game. Pass to Dedmon. Jacks up a three. Detroit with the rebound. Outside Hardaway. And stolen by Dedmon. Here's Knox. And he can be counted on to put some points on the board every night. He's averaging right around 13.5 points a game.
Well, on a scale of 1 to 10 on difficulty, that's an 11.
And Detroit has possession. The Knicks making the shot. Back to Griffin. Left side Hardaway. Just 5 to shoot. The Pistons need to get off a shot here. Shot from the top of the key. Offensive rebound. Here's Griffin. And there's the rebound by Dedmon. The Knicks with the lead. Just over 3.5 minutes gone here in the first. The shot by Arcidiacono, no good. Outside Hardaway. Pass to Caboclo. And there's the foul. It'll go on Frank Ntilikina. That's his first foul. And New York making a change here.
Checking in for your next.
To the paint. Here's Caboclo. That one's in. His first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2.
Well, he's like a carpenter out there. Great floor awareness. Zipping the ball over to his teammates with ease.
Here's Galloway. Nice jump shot from the top of the key.
And ball movement is important to any club. Ntilikina making it a priority to share it with his guys.
Now here's Jackson. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Here's Drummond. Dedmon with the block. And a bit of a battle here for the ball. The official signals a jump ball here.
That's a jump ball.
And so it's New York with it. Here's Arcidiacono. A look at his stats. He averages a bit over 8 points a game. Pass to Dedmon. 6 to shoot. Over Drummond. Dedmon's shot is off.
The shot's there for him, and he's got to take it. I don't care if he doesn't convert. That's a shot he has to continue to take.
Outside Griffin. Drummond with it. Over Dedmon. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. Andre Drummond in his mid-20s. He's led the league in rebounding 3 consecutive seasons. And Greg, last season was his best one yet.
Really, I think, established himself as the franchise player for the Pistons. They'll go as far as he can take them. At the same time, though, I think the acquisition of Blake Griffin will only help to mature his game.
Pass to Knox. Here's Arcidiacono. Here's Galloway. He's provided them with some scoring punch and is averaging 13 points a game. Jackson looking it over. Pass to Caboclo. Tries a 3. New 24-second clock for Detroit. Yep, that one goes. Griffin's got 6.
Yeah, offensive rebounds are about effort, and Blake Griffin showing it there.
Here's Dotson. New York, no good that time either. Jackson with it. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. And the Knicks decide to take their first time out here. With today's superstars often joining forces, Brent, we hear some retired legends saying they wanted to beat their rivals, not join their rivals. What do you think?
I saw a lot of joining going on from some of the guys who make those comments, Kevin. So that sort of stuff just eludes me as to where it's coming from. This league has always been dominated by teams that have at least two, if not 3 upper echelon
superstar players.
Superstar players that end up winning titles. So it's happening now. It happened then. It will continue to happen.
Knicks trail by 3. Here's Arcidiacono. Dedmon. And it's sent back by Drummond.
Drummond mixes defensive smarts with elite physical tools, and that's what makes him a solid defender. He's going to get his hands on a few shots each and every game.
Pass to Caboclo. Back to Jackson. Here's Drummond. It's good for his second make. He's made 2 of 3 so far.
And another momentum shift. These teams going back and forth all night.
Yeah, which team's going to find some consistency first? Neither one can pull away.
And it's Drummond with the jam.
You could see Drummond's eyes light up once he knew that finish was coming. He didn't waste the chance. Boy, did he get his money's worth on that one.
Kept alive. Knox. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
And the second chance becomes a dunk. We could feel over here.
GA, such a good, aggressive play in the paint. And that one misses. And I'll tell you, Brent, a lot of distractions for the Knicks over the last few years.
Well, quite a number of coaching changes, obvious changes to the front office, so that means you're turning in a different direction, and some people in the Knicks organization really having a hard time just getting along with one another.
Now here's Brown, and it's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over. Now here's Calderon. Pass to Dotson. Here's Knox. And the Knicks miss again.
They've been sensational on the backboard to start this game.
Now here's Brown. The tray. Here's Caboclo. Jackson, that's a two-pointer. And there's the rebound by Dedmon.
Looked a little bit forced. No reason for it either. The defense was not even in the frame.
Over to the wing. Out to the right wing. Here's Knox. And the powerful one-handed slam.
And he just elevates and powers in the one-hander.
Textbook. And now the first timeout called here for Detroit. So both teams making some changes here. And it's Jackson with the ball, bringing it up for the Pistons. Pass to Stevenson. From beyond the arc, it's rebounded by Vonleh. Knicks on offense. Now Calderon. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Vonleh's shot is good. And the Knicks lead by 2.
Still working on his postgame. Vonleh using that giant 7'3" wingspan to full advantage.
Brown outside. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. It goes on Noah Vonleh. For Detroit, they have been perfect at the line so far, albeit just 2 for 2.
And the season numbers for them at the line thus far are really poor. Something I'm sure they are making a point of emphasis. And what an advantage. You really feel like you can always trust him when he's at the line.
Hands it from downtown.
Now Calderon does such a good job of being a floor general out there. Outstanding passing instincts.
Pass to Brown. Now Zubac. He's guarded by Calderon. Back to Zubac. Ellenson with a wide open look. Detroit, no good that time either.
Well, the defense better look up and say thanks. Leaving guys that wide open is not a recipe for success.
Good, nice play there from Vonleh. And it's a 5-point New York lead.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Pass to Zubac. Back to Jackson. And here is Ellenson. From deep. The long distance 3 is buried. Ellenson's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Pass to Dotson. New York moving it around. Launches it. Rebound by the Pistons. 1:05 left here in the opening quarter. To the wing on the left. Now here's Ellenson. Wants to get it to Zubac, and does. Just 5 to shoot. Wide open look. Ellenson's shot is off.
The human aspect of basketball. You cannot fault the shot selection. He had a clean look. You just can't make them all.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Now here's Jackson. Pass to Brown. In the corner, it's Stevenson. And here is Zubac. And it's blocked.
Well, you notice the length there from Vonleh, allowing him to get that shot block.
Buries it from three-point range. Jackson's got 5 points so far. Calderon with him. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Pass to Galloway. Launches a three. Vonleh. 1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one so far. Knicks lead by 1. The second quarter coming up right after the
18.
And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. And when you consider how the Knicks are doing, guys, what are your thoughts?
For me, that defense in the first period, just tremendous shot blocking.
Yeah, that prevented some points, didn't it? Also, how you have that intimidation factor going early on, you wonder if in the fourth quarter they'll think back to the first.
And the rejection by Zubac.
I wonder what the score would be if they weren't controlling the backboard.
Pass to Burke. From the arc. Drains it from beyond the arc. Burke's got the second quarter going with the first basket of the period for Detroit. Calderon, bounce pass. And here's Vonleh. Guarded by Hardaway. Here's Dotson. Out to the wing. Here's Vonleh. And the rejection by Zubac. And they'll turn it over. Could not get off a shot. 24-second violation. The Knicks making a switch here. The Pistons leading. And we've played just over a minute of basketball here in the second quarter. Back to Burke. Outside Hardaway. Pass to Ellenson. Now Zubac. Over Vonleh. It's deflected, but he gets it back. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. We're about a minute and a half into the second quarter now. Down low. Shot's good by Wilson. Wilson's got the game tied up here for New York.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Back to Hardaway. Here's Zubac. Goes back up. Vonleh with the rebound.
You got to make that. The defense was far from terrible, but, man, that's an easy shot.
Pass to Wilson. And here's Calderon. Right wing. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Trier. Steps back and trains the jump shot. Trier's got his first points of the game.
And that's a great piece of work to get to the hoop there. Just tore the D to shreds.
Back to Burke. Pass to Ellenson. Outside Hardaway. Fires from deep. Here's Zubac. Nice fake, but the layup off the mark. And so it's Calderon who brings it up for New York. In the second quarter, they've given up just 3 points. Here's Trier over Hardaway. And again, it's New York.
Their interior has been inferior defensively. It has got to tighten up.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Back to Burke. Pass to Hardaway. Now here's Burke. And they get some nice contributions from him on a nightly basis as he averages over 11 points a game. And Tim Hardaway Jr. with the three. Hardaway has got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Here's Wilson. Zubac's defending. Lets it fly from 18. That one's not going to go. And it's Detroit the other way. Pass to Hardaway. Zubac's with it. He's guarded by Calderon. Burke looking over the floor. Wilson with the block. Now Calderon. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Pass to Wilson. New York needs to get off a shot. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. Time called here. The Pistons decide to talk it over. Aside from one recent year, we've seen plenty of coaching changes. When teams come up short, do you think that position maybe gets too much blame?
Probably, and coaches know that's exactly what they're in store for once they sign a contract
and
to coach
that
a team.
Kind of money.
Yeah, all of a sudden they know that what happens on the floor, the end result is going to be whether or not I coach this team the next year and the year after and the year after. Interesting cycle of things that happens, though, Kevin, is when changes are made in a front office around the league. Sometimes the managers want to put in a coach where they feel either a little bit more comfortable with or a style of basketball that they're more comfortable with. And sometimes the success on the floor for the coach has no bearing on whether or not he's going to keep his job.
Right.
Because management would like to see a different product out there. So they become a victim sometimes of upper management movement and sometimes are removed from being the head coach.
Good thoughts.
Yeah, I don't know if any big man has the combination of strength, speed, and hops that Drummond has, not to mention his length, an unreal physical specimen.
Pass to Wilson. Rebound by the Pistons.
And that's really a function of the offense not working as it should.
Yeah, maybe lazy play calling or just going through the motions on that possession. This often leads to a bad shot.
Left side, Hardaway. Here's Caboclo. Oh, that's blocked. But they recover it. Second shot opportunity. And they'll turn it over. Could not get off a shot. 24-second violation. New York trailing. Here's Arcidiacono. A look at his stats. He averages a bit over 8 points a game. Pass to Dotson. To stop the drought, Andre Drummond grabs the miss. Left side, Griffin. Hardaway with a wide open look. Knocks down the three ball. Hardaway's got the lead up to 4 now for the Pistons. And the foul called on Blake Griffin. That is his first foul of the game. Here's Trier. Taking a look at his numbers, he averages about 7 points a game.
So Griffin using the vertical on defense. That's a scary thought.
And that's what you want in transition, a high percentage opportunity.
The story is true, and here the defense does a very poor job of matching up.
New York moving it around. Here's Arcidiacono. And he's good on the three ball. Arcidiacono's got his second bucket tonight.
A somewhat sporadic three-point shooter, and he's able to knock that one down.
Pass to Griffin. Wilson with the block. Lets it go from the wing. Dotson can't hit.
And that was an easy one there, just a missed opportunity.
Yeah, sometimes everything can go right, but the shot doesn't go down. Nothing there is automatic.
Dedmon with the block.
We've got to respect the wingspan that time of Dwayne on that end. Look, you go up like that and you're a dead man.
Time call here. The Knicks decide to talk it over.
And Dwayne Dedmon, a player who started his NBA career late, was a rookie at age 24 and then floated around to several teams. But he has gone from being an end-of-the-bench guy to an important rotation player in just the last few seasons.
Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Well, it is the era of positionless basketball, but how exactly did we get here? Well, new defensive rules at the turn of the century encouraged face-up scoring, motion-based offense, and guard play over isolation and post-ups. As a result, offensive roles have become more interchangeable.
It has become a positionless game now. David, thank you very much. And with Dedmon and the teams he's played with, you know, he always has found a way, Greg, to slot in and give you good minutes.
Yeah, what I love about him is he knows who he is as a player and plays to his strengths. Never gives up on a play on either end of the floor. And now he's even added a three-point shot to his arsenal to kind of further expand his versatility.
To the inside, Drummond. Terrific assist, a nice finish, solid play all around.
He doesn't do some of the damage that other big men do on the perimeter, but inside, Drummond's got just as much game as anybody.
And I bet you'll never see too many guys who can put forth an effort on the boards like this one.
Yeah, just scanning the box score and looking at the rebound total tonight, I don't believe it. Shows the absolute passion he has for that part of the game.
Here's Caboclo. That misses off the backboard. Knicks trail by 3. Pass to Galloway. Here's Ntilikina. Pulls it from 20. And that one's good. Arcidiacono. Arcidiacono's got 5 points in the quarter.
And not a great start for him in the first, but he's quickly starting to turn it around.
Puts it up. A nice shot by Griffin. Griffin's got 8 points.
Well, though he spends a lot more time, at least in recent seasons, on the perimeter, Griffin's bread and butter still can be around the rim.
Pass to Galloway. Fires the 3. No good that time. Now the Pistons take it the other way. Outside Jackson. And out of bounds as the Knicks gain possession. Unable to get the ball in bounds. They get called for the 5-second violation. It's picked off. And again, New York turns it over. Pass to Brown. From deep. It's Dedmon with the rebound. Knicks trail by 3. Here's Galloway to the wing on the left. 11 feet away. Shot's good by Dedmon. Dedmon's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
But no question, Dedmon gaining some confidence right now. Looks like he's enjoying himself, overcoming some things tonight.
Pass to Brown. Out to the right wing. Nice ball movement by Detroit. 1:19 left to play in the first half. Here's Dedmon. Drills it from outside. Dedmon's got 7 points for the quarter.
It's not so much just the made shots, it's the consistency of the made shots that's got his team the lead.
It's Drummond, high post. Over Dedmon. And it's Drummond missing. Now the Knicks with it. They're on a 14-6 run. Inside. Pass to Ntilikina. And again, New York with the triple.
An average threat from beyond the arc. Ntilikina needs to keep working on that part of his game.
It's Drummond, high post. Outside for Griffin. Here's Caboclo. This one for 3. And there's the rebound by Dedmon.
Yeah, another missed opportunity, and you can just see the frustration.
Yeah, when your shot's in the fridge like this, it's easy to lose your confidence, and that's why some of the most prolific scorers, they have short-term memories.
Tim Hardaway Jr. Pistons foul.
The Knicks have gone 0 for 1 at the line. This is their second trip to the line tonight.
Only shooting 71 really on the season, so there is plenty of room for improvement.
Galloway hits both of them. Outside Hardaway. From deep three-point range. From beyond the arc and then some. Hardaway has got 11 points.
How about that? Hardaway stepping up and knocking down a bomb.
And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far. Knicks out front, up 4.
Knicks fans, these are your Knicks.
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. The Knicks leading by 4. Here's Ntilikina. Here's Dotson. Here's Knox. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. Here's Ntilikina. Offline with his 3.
And out of the gates here in this second half, they have not started well. 0 of 3.
To the wing on the left. Dedmon with the block. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Pistons will retain possession. And here's Jackson. And Jackson throws it down hard.
And Kevin, who says a point guard should look to pass first? I mean, not when you can finish like this fella.
Well, he wasn't going to give that opportunity up to a teammate.
And that's what we're seeing more and more. Point guards who can finish as well as they make the play. Well, they got to be more active on offense and maybe a little bit more aggressive going to the rim. 0 of 4, not impressive thus far.
Griffin looking it over for the tie. 4 on the shot clock. Here's Drummond. He nails it, and we're tied up. Drummond's got 14 points.
And not afraid to say it. If Drummond isn't the best rebounder in the NBA, he's got to be in the top 3. That goes for both ends of the floor. Just no way to hold him in check on the board. Oof, ugly start to the second half. They're still scoreless in their first 5 attempts.
Outside Griffin. In the corner, it's Stevenson. For the lead. Got a piece of it. 2 minutes gone in this third quarter now. Here's Knox. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
And he's just had 1 attempt at the line earlier. He hits the second from the line.
Big trip to the line. He did not get all of them, but at least they hold the lead now.
And last season, LeBron said that the Knicks made a mistake passing on Dennis Smith Jr. in the draft. Of course, they took Frank Ntilikina out of France.
Yeah, a little shade thrown Ntilikina's way last season. Of course, he's one of the youngest players in that draft, and so plenty of time for this young man to fulfill his potential.
New York trailing. Out left to the wing. Pass to Knox. Here's Arcidiacono. Guarded by Jackson. Here's Knox. Count that as his 7th field goal, 9 tries. He's shooting 78%.
No defender is going to have a shot against that kind of play. He's just too tall to stop that close to the rim.
Outside Griffin. Pass to Brown. Stevenson with it. The Pistons working the ball around now. Fade away. And off the front iron. And in it goes.
Timeout.
13 points for Blake Griffin.
It's a staple of Blake Griffin's game. He's worked so hard in the offseason to become an effective mid-range shooter, paying off here.
New York calls timeout. Andre Drummond with a strong contribution so far in this one.
Yeah, I know the defense has 5 guys, but collectively they're no match for this guy. He is roasting them.
Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the third quarter. Here's Arcidiacono. He's got 8. From the corner. Knox misses.
Tremendous effort. I mean, this guy has already cracked double digits on the backboard.
But rooting out guys for his position and then outworking them, so you add fundamentals with the effort. Leader by example.
Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think. Right wing. Here's Arcidiacono. Fires the jumper from the corner and nails it. Arcidiacono's got 10 points in the game. Pass to Caboclo. Hardaway from outside. And no good that time. The Knicks go the other way with it. Here's Arcidiacono. 10 points for him. Fires from deep. Rebound by the Pistons. Here's Caboclo. Pass to Jackson. And the shot goes in. 11 points in the game.
And the execution has just been off defensively here in the second. Play after play, it's almost as if they're a step slow.
Dedmon. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
That's a look you cannot pass up. It's also one you shouldn't miss.
Hardaway for 3. Makes the bucket. Now he's got 5 field goals, 5 for 8 in the game.
Yeah, so some operation right there out of the pick and roll, and Hardaway Jr. making a smart decision in that set.
Here's Knox. And the basket is good.
Yeah, one of the few bright spots for his team. I mean, he's had a very efficient offensive performance.
No doubt without these contributions, they'd be in a much deeper hole in this one, no question.
Fires top of the key. Pass to Caboclo. Out of hand on it. And he gets it back. 4 on the clock. Now here's Hardaway. Here's Drummond. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
And and you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
He's made 2 of his 3 attempted tonight.
Not the best statistic for him in terms of his performance at the line. Very low numbers.
So he hits 1 of 2 from the stripe.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Ntilikina can't hit. Pistons leading by 6. Pass to Jackson. Now Griffin shoots it in for his 7th make in 14 tries.
They are just killing him on the interior.
Calderon with it. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Here's Knox, and he dunks it down.
And he just leaves the D in the dust and explodes to the basket.
You're right. Maybe a momentum changer right there, huh?
If anything could change the momentum, it's that kind of play. The cloud of smoke has people standing on their feet.
Time called here. The Pistons decide to talk it over.
And sometimes you just want a reminder of what our objectives are tonight.
Yeah, get everyone on the same page and point it in the right direction.
Pistons leading by 6. Back to Hardaway. Now here's Burke for the 3. The shot, no good.
Well, it's like the defense has a bunch of matchbooks in their hands right now, playing with fire. They were fortunate that somehow he misfired on that one.
Right wing. Pass to Vonleh. Now Jenkins. Zubac's defending. Just his first attempt. Here's Vonleh. It counts, and the foul. It's going to be on Blake Griffin.
And that's the passion coach wants to see from Vonleh. Not only does he crash the boards, he goes right back up to score.
Now Burke. Left side, Griffin. Pistons passing it around. With the floater, he takes it up and lays it in. Griffin's got 17 now.
Yeah, Griffin is very efficient when he's driving to the hole. Masterful at fending off defenders, too.
Pass to Vonleh. Now here's Calderon. Burke covering. Floats one up. Calderon, that's good. Calderon's got his first 2 points.
Calderon pulling up on the floater. Didn't know he had that in his bag of tricks. Never know what that guy's going to do out there.
Here's Griffin. No good from outside. Knicks trail by 4. From deep. And it's Griffin with the rebound.
And truth is, though he misses that one, it's a shot he normally makes.
Yeah, he has that kind of range, but maybe not that time the best judgment.
Here's Stevenson. It's deflected, but he recovers it. Again, Griffin missing. And here's Calderon. And Trey Burke gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. Here's Calderon. Pass to Wilson. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot. Burke with it. Got a piece of it. Here's Trier. A quick shot there, and it's off target. Now here's Burke. Pass to Zubac. Out to Hardaway. Jacks up a 3. That one falls through. It's his 6th make from the floor this game. Now 6 for 10.
Well, he's building off that strong first half he had. I'm not sure the defense will be able to figure him out in the second.
And here's Vonleh. And here's Wilson. Zubats defending. Back to Vonleh. To the right side. And the Knicks miss again. And so it's Burke who brings up the ball for the Detroit Pistons. They lead by 7. Pass to Ellenson. Shoots the 3. On the wing, Stevenson. 6 on the shot clock. Tries again. And the layup is good. And the Pistons lead by 9.
Just a late reaction there from the defense, and he is always going to finish that one.
Now here's Jenkins. Second shot opportunity. And off target that time from Trier.
This just doesn't seem to be his night, or his team's for that matter either. And they got to pull it together here quick, or it's going to be lights out.
And here's Stevenson for 3. Good on the triple. And now it's a 12-point Piston lead.
And defensively, you have got to extend to their shooters. They have been on fire this half.
Yeah, and then the fear sets in that you're going to create driving lanes that could lead to easy buckets. This is not an easy fix.
Shoots. And the Pistons getting another bucket right there.
And this quarter has been all about him. You feel every shot he's going to take is going in.
Pass to Vonleh. It's hauled in by Zubats.
Yeah, and they've shown effort and aggression in the paint, really right from the tip. Their rebounding edge right now, massive.
Here's Stevenson. It's rebounded by New York. Vonleh with it. Takes the 3. The shot's good on the assist by Calderon. Vonleh's got 5 points now this quarter. Ring shot on the way. And the last shot before the buzzer is off. And we've reached the end of the third. Pistons lead by 9. And we're just moments away from the start of the fourth quarter. Stay with us. The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us.
Yes, mommy, looking mad, depressed. I'm young, black, handsome, and fab. But let's get some
Detroit leading by 9. Pass to Brown. Back to Burke. Launches it. It's rebounded by Vonleh.
And they still need to step up just a little bit. They have the lead, but he needs to find himself out there.
And he uses the glass on the layup. Vonleh's got the fourth quarter started here with a bucket for the Knicks.
Wow, he is lighting it up here in the second half.
Now Zubats. Here's Burke. Wilson with the block. To the left wing. Wide open. No good off the back of the rim.
Yeah, and something we always talk about, though, shot selection.
Well, being aggressive is one thing, but aggression with control is another, and you need both elements working together.
Pass to Zubats. Shot clock at 6. Three-pointer. No good on the shot. The Knicks go the other way with it. Now Calderon. There's Vonleh. And the dunk by Vonleh.
I like how Calderon works around the defense in the pick and roll there. Threading the needle with that pass.
Just about 1.5 minutes gone by here in the fourth. On the wing, Johnson. Pass to Zubats. Nice ball movement by Detroit. He tries for 3. Johnson, good. And the Pistons lead by 8. Here's Galloway. Here's Trier to the paint. Wilson.
And way to finish and cut into that lead a little bit.
Yeah, but look at the basket guy still shaking. Brown outside. It's stolen by Calderon. Sends it down right in his face.
Now, quick hands from Jose there, which is why he's able to come up with a steal.
Pass to Zubac. Burke with it. And it's Ellenson in the corner. Another three for Detroit.
Well, in this day and age, big men shoot more and more three-pointers, and he's fully capable of a triple.
Here's Trier. Burke covering. Here's Trier. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And good. Got the English that time as it falls.
He is just so tough to guard. He can fake you one way and then use that beautiful spin to just blow by you.
And here is Burke to the paint. Zubac, that's good.
Ooh, excellent work getting that close to the basket. Got to be happy getting those type of shots.
Pass to Wilson. Here's Galloway. No good on the three.
And they have built their advantage on the scoreboard here by doing all the little things.
Now, here's Zubac. Over Calderon. Zubac, that's good. And now it's a 9-point Piston lead.
And good passing, setting up a lot of these buckets right now, Kevin. That's been the key.
Down low, Wilson. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. First one falls for him. That's also good, so he hits both free throws. And so it's Detroit with the ball. Jackson with it. Pass to Ellenson. And here is Zubac. Buries it down low. And the Pistons lead by 9.
Nice job getting inside for the layup. Got the D thinking. Jump shot. Gave a little pump fake. And then off to the races.
And the Knicks miss again. And so it's Jackson who brings it up for Detroit. To the middle. Back to Stevenson. Outside Jackson. From 18 feet away. That's in. That's his 5th field goal. He's shooting a hot 71%. 5 for 7. Pass to Wilson. Here's Trier. In the corner, it's Galloway. Now, here's Vonleh. Shoots over Zubac. And he overshot that one, missing. To the inside. A nice shot by Ellenson. Ellenson's got 5 points now in the quarter.
That's a gorgeous assist. Outstanding at finding his guys in the spots where they want the basketball.
An active passer with good awareness. When Ntilikina spots the open teammate, he gets it to him.
Now a timeout called by Detroit. Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sideline.
Hey, Kevin, well, Dwayne Casey just going over the game plan with his team down the stretch. He was very adamant in the huddle. He said, don't let up now. Stay aggressive and do the things that have gotten us this far. We're almost there, guys.
Outside for Jackson. Here's Drummond. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points, so 1 free throw coming up.
I mean, he is just demoralizing his opponent right now on the backboard. They didn't want anything to do with him on that possession, almost like they were just giving up on the play.
Well, we saw this same kind of attack in the last game. Ferocious effort in back-to-back outings.
Pass to Ntilikina. Lets it go from deep. Hodson can't hit.
And I bet you'll never see too many guys who can put forth an effort on the boards like this one.
Yeah, just scanning the box score and looking at the rebound total tonight, I don't believe it. Shows the absolute passion he has for that part of the game.
Griffin's shot is off. Knicks trail by 14. Pass to Knox. Over Griffin. Knox misses. Now Jackson. A shot by Griffin. Nobody around. And it's good off the back of the rim and in. Griffin's got 11 in the second half. And here are the Knicks now. Here's Arcidiacono. Here's Knox. Shoots over Griffin. And the Knicks miss again. And here's Jackson. Pass to Griffin. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a three-point play.
And Griffin's such a special talent. He connects on those difficult finishes time and time again.
And Blake Griffin said early in his career he used to rely on his athleticism to get by. He said the problem was every season he'd be worn out by February. So diversifying his offensive game has helped him to kind of withstand the rigors of a long NBA season.
Pistons leading by 19. Brown outside. Back to Jackson. Inside. Drummond. Doesn't go for him.
Yeah, I think the defense made an impact on that play, making the shooter feel a bit uncomfortable on release.
And Greg, you look at a lot of the volume dunkers over the years, their bodies often wear down. You think of Amari Stoudemire, Antonio McDyess, even Dwight Howard.
Yeah, I think Griffin could see the writing on the wall. He used to get over 200 dunks in a season. Now, less than half that number. But the trade-off, hopefully, will be longevity and an increased skill set.
Yeah, I mean, it's an opportunity to kind of regroup and discuss ways to maximize these possessions.
And therein lies the trick, discussing ways to be aggressive, but not committing turnovers.
Pistons leading by 16, and now they decide to foul intentionally.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
New York calls timeout. Players are talking about the new sports science. Better sleep, recovery after lifting, playing, traveling, whatever it is. They say it's making a difference. What do you think?
I think it only makes a difference if the guys put it into practice, Kevin. Like, as much information as they can hand out in a team meeting and sort of give you directives about how it is you should rest and when it is you can get your sleep, players won't see those benefits unless they're as disciplined as they are with trying to get better in the offseason as they are with making sure that they get proper rest to be at their athletic best for competition.
Jackson with it. Drilled from 11 feet out. Jackson's got 4 points in the quarter. Knicks trail by 18. Here's Arcidiacono. To the left wing. Here's Dedmon. Rebounded by the Pistons. It's stolen. And out of bounds. The Pistons will take it.
Detroit ball.
And here's Griffin. He'll bring it up for Detroit. To the left side wing. Stolen away. And that's a foul. It's called on Reggie Jackson. That's foul number 2 for him. On defense, the Pistons. It's an 18-point game. Pass to Dedmon. New York again turning it over.
Yeah, it's a disappointing sequence of plays. Absolutely inexcusable turning the ball over like that.
Now Hardaway. Here's Caboclo. Right side Jackson. Drummond trying to get himself free. From outside, off the mark.
Well, the team is still up despite him struggling, so hopefully he'll find his rhythm.
Knicks trail by 18. Pass to Knox. Slammed home, and he draws the foul. A chance for another point at the free throw line. Andre Drummond picks one up.
How about the concentration? He gets hit, but stays with the play and gets the finish.
Detroit leading by 15. Ellenson with it. Now here is Hardaway. And a fast break now for New York. Ntilikina gets the bucket.
Easy to understand why people are high on Ntilikina. His defensive instincts are off the charts.
Here's Jackson. Here's Drummond. And it's Drummond with the jam.
And guys, isn't it great to see a player who works that hard on the glass at both ends?
Well said, G. That's the way he has built, his reputation. Grinding away 100% effort all the time.
And then uses his explosiveness once he's gathered the rebound to throw it down.
Dwayne Dedmon, not a big name in the NBA right now, Brent, but he's a very productive player in what time he sees on the floor.
Well, he never does anything without misstep out there. Great length for a player. He competes on both ends of the floor, and he bolsters up a front line no matter what position you put him at, the 4 or the 5.
Pass to Caboclo. 5 on the clock. On the wing, Stevenson. Puts up a 3. It's good from long range.
And guys, what we saw here tonight is one side having everything going for them. Huge margin of victory for Detroit.
The sheer volume of three-pointers was the deciding factor tonight, it seemed.
Yeah, they sink one and then do it again, and that strategy did work.
And it'll advance their win total up to 12 on the season.
And as we get set to put this one to bed, a one-sided season series thus far. They've won 2 straight.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Andre Drummond.
Just a force on the glass. Did a fantastic job crashing the boards and coming up with seemingly every rebound.
Out to the wing. Here's Caboclo. Makes it off the glass.
I'll tell you, when you're the visiting team, it can be hard to maintain focus, but not tonight.
Tonight they have stuck with what they do well, handling all the exterior pressure, and they're likely to come out on top here.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. The shot's good from Ntilikina.
Proving he belongs in this league. Ntilikina getting better at taking contact and finishing.
And so it's the Pistons taking care of business here. This crowd was stunned by the manner in which their team was dismantled.
You know what? Shocking. I don't care what the matchup is. You never expect a road team